Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me this week. I'm Teresa Yunkin. I am a healthcare informaticist. What that means is that I bridge the language and the knowledge between technology and the business to create products that serve our customers to the highest of our abilities. Well, conference season is upon us, and AI is a hot topic. Starting with the ONC annual conference in December, we've got Vive, HIMSS, Weedy, Rise, Connectathon. We are racking up frequent flyer miles and we are filling our minds with an incredible amount of knowledge nuggets. Right now, our brains have our creative juices flowing when we think about how to use AI in our organizations. And it can be hard to contain your enthusiasm, and many of us come back from these mountaintop experiences full of energy and ready to hit the ground running. We are going to inspire our teams and cheerlead them into following our ideas. That is the emotional side of leadership. On the logical side, it is very important to get buy in from our teams. And as we socialize these ideas, the reality is if we're not clear about our ideas, we don't deliver the message in a way that is confident, coherent, and collaborative, unfortunately, we will fail to foster buy in at any level of our organization. I want to start with some science first. In a Harvard Business Review article on leadership and coaching, it was reported that there are about 60% of leaders who think that they're great coaches when it comes to their teams. They were really surprised when their colleagues ranked them in the bottom third of the group when it came to the coaching ability of these leaders. This study, among others, shows that there is a misalignment between what people think coaching is and what coaching actually is. Leaders at every level are concerned with getting it right when it comes to the technology, the strategy, and the integration of AI in our offerings. We're navigating the external pressures from customers in the market and the internal pressures of employee uncertainty when it comes to their jobs and AI. The pressures that surround AI projects is real. You can't even turn on the TV or stream a podcast without the knowledge that AI is present. Knowing that, here are three mistakes that you can avoid when you're going to be fostering the adoption of AI in your organization and some strategies to address them. Mistake number one, leaders tend to criticize and not to coach. Now, there's a distinction between the two. Coaching takes more time and effort, and many leaders don't have the soft skills of emotional intelligence to provide feedback in a way that allows for validation and encouragement. Here's an example. Listen to the difference in the way that I say this. Example number one. What do you think about the work that you did on this particular project? Versus, can you tell me why you decided to go in this direction? The first question is asking the employee to justify their work. The second question is opening the door to a conversation to understand the choices that are made. What kind of strategy can you use to conquer this mistake? Well, you can practice the skill of emotional intelligence while you're planning and you're implementing an AI project. As with any new project, you are starting with a blank slate and you have the ability to build out your communication plan at the beginning. Your job as the leader is to provide a strategy and guardrails to your team so that they can execute to the best of their ability. You know what? Communication is key to a successful project. Mistake number two, leaders take the coaching techniques that they've experienced at an individual level and they try to apply that in a group coaching setting. These are two highly different practices with two different sets of thought and pedagogies. Coaching a team is much different than coaching an individual. Coaching at an individual level helps your team member find resources within themselves to propel movement forward in their professional and their personal lives. One example is guiding them to improve their hard and soft skills. When you're coaching a team, it's about driving collaboration within the team so everybody gets to work at the top of their skill set to produce a better outcome. What's a strategy that you can use to conquer this mistake? Use team leaders that you're prepping for that next level of responsibility to coach individually. And as a part of their development, give these rising leaders the support and the power that they need to develop their team coaching skills. Everyone, including you, are working at the top of your skill set. Mistake number three, Many coaching initiatives are driven by the top down need to address employee engagement and retention. The Society for Human Resource Management, or SHARM, reported on average that it costs a company 6 to 9 months of an employee's salary to replace him or her. For an employee making $60,000 a year, that comes out to 30 to 45,000 in recruiting and training costs. So, coaching programs are instituted and leaders are sent to 1 to 2 day workshops or seminars. They come back ready to coach their teams with skills, but no real plan on how to execute this. So then when leaders run into challenges with the team, they tend to fall back on their old habits and the coaching initiative fails. Coaching is a relationship. You have to ask the team to join you on the journey. And by getting input on what the coaching would look like and setting expectations for both the leader and the team, you are setting yourself up for success. What's one strategy to manage this particular mistake? Manage up. Have those crucial conversations with HR and executive leadership to put together a coaching plan that will be successful in the context of your AI project. Demonstrate that you have more to offer than just technical skills. You see, seasoned executives and brand new leaders, we have vast amounts of knowledge. You have all the pieces, but putting them together can be a little bit of a challenge, especially if you don't have a blueprint or an action plan to work from when it comes to the technology, the strategy, and the integration. Over the years, I have learned when leaders and teams are not rising together in education and skills, projects are more likely to fail. In today's world, AI projects are moving faster, they cost more, and they've got greater impacts in our markets. Having a leader and their teams aligned is crucial to success. So, when you come back from your mountaintop experiences during this conference season and you start to socialize your thoughts on AI, be clear about your ideas and deliver the message in a way that is coherent. And as a leader, put your hand out in confidence and collaboration in a way to help your team reach the top of the mountain with you. This has been a great time. I'm very excited for this conference season to come about, and I'm looking forward to walking through this time and this journey with each and every one of you. So, if you've got any questions about AI projects, you can always look at some of my past posts. I've been posting on AI for the last 12 months. I believe I started last February with you. This really is my passion project. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about today, you're curious to learn more, please reach out to me and let's schedule some time to sit down and have a conversation. And be safe out there as you're flying around, racking up those frequent flyer miles. And I might even catch one of you in a lounge or two. Take care.